Connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers, and you can transform your life. Right now on WWNN in South Florida, Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2 hours, listen and call in toll-free, 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and share love and light.
Shines down in me and you.
Yes, indeed, there's a light, and we are connecting to all of you. And we are moving forward in the energy of what is clear on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're going to answer your questions at 888-565-1470. We're connecting all across the nation, and I want to hear from you. And we're going to tune into all the energy of each person's story. And we're going to journey and connect. Right here, we've got so much happening. We are in this energy of connections, of our angels, our guides, all of them just moving us forward, assisting us every step of the way. And when you move yourself forward in the energy of what you want, you often find you need a little help. You need a little SOS. You have to ask for assistance. We're not on this journey alone. We're not meant to take the road alone. But so many of us in our ego and our personality, we think we got it all. But sometimes it's really good to just check in and to move forward so all of our desires can line up. So, hey, angels, what do you have for us tonight? Hey, master teachers and spirit guides, what's around? We're going to answer questions. We're going to tune up to your guides, to your angels, and make all the connections. But if you needed help in the meantime, if you need help in your day-to-day life, how do you ask? How do you connect? What you do is you feel the peace within and still your mind. That's not easy, I know. But when you still your mind and you put yourself in a state of peace or grace, that's when there's a prompting, a thought, an inspired feeling, a sign. The universe has so many ways to connect to all of us, and it's how we do it that opens up doors of possibilities that even in your dream state, your daydreams, you could never think of. You could never imagine what it's like without the connection with your angels. So let's make that connection. Let's see the possibilities for all of you tonight. And all of your questions, all of your guidance, we're going to weave in the show so that everyone can learn how to tune up, tune in, and connect to our angels tonight. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard? that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water in.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470. Eight two 0956. And each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561
feeling you'll want. Spirit's Answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Yes, indeed. Because you know me. We're here live. And we're going to connect to our callers at 888-565-1470. And we're going to make some changes here, too. So, Dan, do me a favor. Let's pull this up over here because we're still having a little bit of a technology thing going on. So we'll just blast it through here if I can hear that. All right. So we're going to tune into all of you, and we're going to connect to your guides and your angels, and we're going to ask you questions about your connections with your guides and your angels. and we're going to understand why we are where we are, because the journey is not meant to go alone. And every one of you has been navigating your changes in life, and life has gotten a little sticky. And so we want to tune into all of our callers at 888-565-1470. If you're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, share the page on Facebook. Be sure to tag a friend. Let's bring in this conversation, because I was asking the angels before I came here what message they had for all of us and how could we connect to them in a better way. And one of the things that they said is we try really hard to make connections, and we try hard, but we aren't being still long enough to listen to their response. It's not always an instantaneous thing. It takes some work that I do that allows us to make this connection really fast. But for you to make a connection and feel your guides and your angels, you want to be able to still yourself and reach out to everyone in your spirit realm and ask for assistance. And of course, we want to always ask for the presence of the divine and ask for many blessings. So we're going to go to our callers at 888-565-1470. And we're going to go into the energy of New York. And we're going to go to take a call. Let's see if we can connect with Terry in Oregon. We're having some sound issues right here, but let's see if I can hear Terry from Oregon. Terry, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to connect with you. And Terry, what's your question for us tonight?
My question is, my ongoing thing with where I'm living. Am I ever going to leave shortly? I hope, because it's just a very hard
Toxic,
situation.
yeah.
And and I want out of here. He scares me to death.
Okay, but first of all, we're not going to look at the fear. Let's not look at the fear. We're going to look at the energy of what we want to create from this experience moving forward. We want a place that's home, energy, peaceful, and something that makes us feel like we have a new beginning, a fresh start. Is that correct, Terry?
Correct.
So when I look at that and I see that energy, the first thing I'm made aware of is that there's something about the month of September into October that has a really important feel. Are you talking to someone about making some move by September?
Yes. Well, my best friend in Washington, yes.
Okay. So this is something I see as a good temporary fit for you. I don't know that it's permanent, but it's something that's a really good temporary fit. It'll give you the time you need to get on your feet. Because I don't know that you ultimately want to be in Washington. Is that correct?
No, I don't. I don't know where to go.
Okay. So the
I've
world
been
is
everywhere, and I don't know.
okay. Well, the world is your oyster. Where would you like to be? What would you like to have your life be like? What can we do to create this energy? So ask the angels to assist you in the journey. They show a change in September into October. So it's up to you to take that movement. And I know once you leave, that's it. You're done. And
Correct.
you have to be prepared to keep moving from there, your new location, to a place that ultimately you want. But I do feel that you'll have a few months where you can get your footing so that you can move yourself forward to something else. All right?
Okay. And is there anybody around me that is really strong right now, or no?
Well, Archangel Michael is very much around you because of your circumstance and situation. And I also see, Terry, interesting female energy around you, stands above you in the connection of the mother. So your grandmother's with you.
Yes.
Grandmother's energy. Seems like we had a close relationship and connection of the heart, please. Does that make sense to you?
Sorry, yes.
Okay. And that connection to you both in the heart space, always stays present with you. And it's like, I don't know, Terry, I feel like there's something about you that's similar to Grandma. That's what she's kind of like pointing to herself in energy and saying, well, she's like me. So you both have this good, sweet spirit. And yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes.
And
I'm tired of people taking advantage of that.
Okay, but you are going to be the one you will be the one to put the healthy boundaries, okay? You're going to be the one to be in this energy of shifts and changes. You're going to be the one who's going to hold a boundary, and you're going to stay there. And you're going to use a discerning spirit so you don't give away your power. Don't give away the energy of your essence, all right? Grandmother's very here in strong support. I also have a gentleman stands on the male side of the energy, reads more like father figure. Terry, your father passed, please?
No, it's my grandfather.
Father, okay. So
He raised me. Yes.
they raised you. Okay, great, because this reads like a father to me. That's the energy. So he raised you. He is with you in support as well. So you're not walking this path alone. Ask them for assistance. Ask them to give you peace. Ask them to walk with you. Talk to the angels along with them, and ask everyone to be on board with you. I see this change coming for you. And is there a dog, please?
Yes, there is.
Okay, because they're telling me you're really worried about your dog or something, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. The dog is going to be fine, but I feel like you and the dog are tied together in some way, and this tie between you and the dog, it's almost like the dog is your protector, your comfort, but you're worried for the dog, yes?
Yes, I'm just worried that he's okay, that his health is okay, because he's the sweetest dog. It's just, I'm a cat person, and he came into my life, and I love him,
Yeah, well, he loves you, and he came in your life for a reason. So he's here to heal you. You're here to heal him. The two of you are meant to make this journey together, okay?
Well, thank you so much, Sarah. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So put the little pup and the cats in the backpack and head on out, honey, because you've got a new beginning coming, all right? Thank you so much.
All right.
All right,
God
bye for
bless
now.
you.
God bless
Thank
you. Bye for now.
Okay.
888-565-1470. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I am Sarah Spiritual. And we know that there's a full moon coming up tomorrow night. It's going to be a real powerful moon. So if there's anything you want to release, let's let it go, because this is the time. Phone lines are ringing. So we know that you want to talk to us. So we're going to keep it moving here. We're going to go to our next caller. I've got Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is in New Jersey. Elizabeth, how are you tonight?
How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well, Miss Elizabeth. So interestingly enough, I see around you, Miss Elizabeth, before I get to your question, as far as guides and angels, is very interesting. I see St. Anthony with you, Elizabeth. Did you used to pray to him, or someone in your family, please?
I believe my parents.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, I asked him for something.
You asked him for something?
I have his little, you know how you have your little cards there with the saints print?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I asked him for something about last year before.
Okay. Well, that energy of St. Anthony, which I don't get to say I see around many people so prevalently, is stepping right up for you. So you have St. Anthony around you. Did he help you find or get what you needed to get, Elizabeth?
Not yet.
Okay. So whatever's missing, I guess he's got to work on it. Why is there some kind of room, or I don't know, do you have a shed somewhere?
A shed? No.
Okay. Is there like a little square room or something that you have some of your parents' belongings to, or?
Oh my God, you made my hair stand up from my neck down to my feet. My parents passed and they gave me their furniture.
Okay. And where is all that, please?
In my apartment right now. I'm staring at it while you're talking to me.
Okay. And it's like, are you going to use it? Are you going to keep, what are you doing?
I'm using it.
Okay.
I'm using it to furnish my home.
Okay. All right. So, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's all, I don't know how you got it from one thing to another, but they're just making me feel like there's some connection between your parents and things that have been stored or kept and that are connected to you. So you've got all those goodies with you. I also see around you, Elizabeth, that there's opportunities for abundance and money. We're looking to improve our financial story at this time, yes?
Oh, you don't know.
Oh, maybe I do.
Real bad. Yeah, I'm going through it.
You're going through it, yeah.
I'm going through it so bad that I'm missing food in my stomach. That's how bad it is.
Right. And in this moment of this temporary disconnect, I want you to trust that the universe is going to line things back up for you, okay? I feel like there's something that you could sell that you haven't let go of yet that could make things easier.
I have nothing.
Well, you say that, but there may be something that you're not thinking of. Sometimes they say things to me and we don't know what they mean, and then later on something connects, okay?
Okay.
But I see work, I see money, I see flow. So we are looking for work. Is that what I'm seeing here? You're looking for work?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm having a bad time. I don't know. It's not working out where I go. I feel like if I feel a bad energy, I have to leave. I can't be around. I can't be around it. It's just me.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Got out of it. I got out of it, so I don't want to get back into it.
Right. Well, there is work coming. So continue to look, continue to trust, and know that everything you need will be provided. The divine will always find a way. You have to show up.
Right.
All right? There's a lot of support for you on the other side, so I want you to trust that.
Yeah, because I call on them.
Yes.
My ancestors.
Yes.
I do.
They're there. They're absolutely
And
there.
my guides and my angels.
Yes.
Anytime that I'm feeling a certain way, I call on them.
Yes. There's an angel on your shoulder for sure. So trust that.
Okay. I will do.
All right, Elizabeth, we're going to put in a prayer for you that you find work expeditiously, and
Thank you.
things will come together for you. All right, bye for now.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. 888-565-1470. We're answering your questions all across the nation here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're going to go to Kamini, and she's in New York. Kamini, how are you?
Sarah, how are you?
I'm doing well, Kamini. Good to connect with you again. You know, I see a lot of growth coming for you as far as finances for your work and career. Have you been working on trying to get a promotion or recognized for a bonus or a raise at this time, Kamini?
That's what I'm calling you about.
Yes.
Like, I want to know if there's going to be some type of, like, an advancement in my career, because I'm trying to find something that's going to help me feel like I can make more money and I'm going to be more fulfilled in my life, in a good career.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I see this energy, I do feel that this is the year that this happens for you, the 2022 into 2023. This is a career financial move year for you. So it's the year you kind of put your intentions on what you want and you take action to get the recognition that you deserve. You've been putting in a lot of dedication and time in your current job, and now it's time for you to be rewarded.
So it's going to be within the same job?
It's an opportunity that is a promotion. If you cannot move where you are, then it'll be in a different job, different location. But I do see promotion and advancement.
You do? Oh, okay. That's good. And do you know if there's any angels around me?
Yes, we have angels around you that are assisting you also in health and healing. I have Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. The healing angel is here also to bring you peace of mind. Sometimes you worry a lot in your mind and you're not allowing yourself to rest. And I also see around you this energy of transformation. I see this energy around you of growth. And one of the angels of transformation is with you, is connected to the violet ray of transformation of the Ascended Masters. And so the Ascended Masters are going to assist you on the journey as well. Now, I'm also being made aware of some arrangements for, are we kind of co-parenting or something going on with a child?
Arrangements being made? Like, I'm separated with my ex, so
right.
He's in, we both, are involved in our daughter's life, but, I don't really know specifically what.
Right.
What the angels are talking about there, but...
Is he supposed to do something for your child, please?
I don't know. He just sees her on the weekends.
Okay. Well, I feel like there's arrangements being made for him to take her or do something with her. And if you don't know of it yet, just wait for it all to come, okay?
Oh,
Because
sure.
I feel like he's trying to show up for her, okay?
Oh, that's good. That's
Okay. All right, my dear. Kamini, keep keeping on. It's going to be a great transition for you. Just get yourself ready for advancement.
Yes, thank you. I was just worried about my health and career. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ask the angel Raphael to work on your healing. Bye for now. Bye. 888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to the phone lines. And I've got Janine, and Janine is in Ohio. Janine, how are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to connect with you.
Very nice connecting with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is this your first time calling?
Yes, but I've been needing to connect with you. I've been getting guidance to connect with you for a while now, for a few months now.
Wonderful.
We know some same people. I just left. I'm calling from Cleveland, but I just left Jupiter, Florida.
Oh, okay.
So I know. So we know some of the same people.
Great. Well, let me tell you what we've got going on here for you. This year is really about expansion, expanding to new horizons, making the changes that make life powerful and grand for you, and not being caught in mediocrity. You don't want to just be living something average. You want to feel like you're driven and on purpose. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes. And that's a really important time for you in this life, because this is where you set the tone for 2024. So any of the changes that you want to make, you're going to make this year into next year. And is there a move that we're making or we made, please?
Yes.
Okay. And this is like a rebirth for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I left everything. I quit my job, everything, and I made a huge leap of faith, and I moved across to a state that I don't know. I've never even seen snow. And now I kind of came. Everything was set up, but then everything fell apart, and my whole family, everything has fallen apart, and I am currently homeless.
Oh, no.
So I don't know if I did the right thing, because I was following my heart, I was following my intuition, I was following my calling, but here I am with my child and homeless, and so I'm like, what did I do?
Well, this is a year of growth for you. And sometimes growth means we have to kind of get knocked off of our chair so that we can reset ourselves for something bigger and better. And there was work that you also had waiting for you, Janine?
I did.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
It didn't pan out.
I was supposed to start my own business, metaphysical. Actually, I'm supposed to be doing, learning to be a tarot reader and do crystal work, and
Right.
my dream was to open up my own metaphysical store.
Okay. Well, that's most certainly something that you still can do. Just a little bit of a snafu, shall we say, for the moment. But,
Yeah.
you know, life has a way of throwing curveballs, if I may. When I moved to Florida, I had my whole big plan, and my plan got changed because something literally threw a curveball and I fell. And so I couldn't follow the plan I was going to do. So I had to make a choice. And that's when I decided to go on the journey of assisting others based on what I had learned from my spiritual mentor. So now you are in this place of you surrender and let the angels and the guides open up for you this powerful energy of a new beginning, a fresh start, to expand beyond your horizons. And something will open up for you. I feel like the next 3 weeks will be a little uncomfortable, so you're going to have to navigate that, but there is a change that comes for you. You didn't make a mistake. Maybe you didn't have all your ducks lined up as thoroughly as you thought, but if you felt the calling to be there in Ohio, then trust that the universe has your back.
And like everything that fell apart at home, my sister,
Well,
like I'm worried about all that. Like do you see anything getting better for us?
What is your sister's birthday, please?
4/13/83.
So she was part of your foundation, is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her. She's just, I think she's right.
Yeah.
Lost my sister.
Yeah. You have to just be in this energy of trust at this moment.
Yeah, it's like everything. My answer to everything is I don't know, because I don't know anything.
Well,
I'm wondering.
The I don't know, underneath the I don't know is the word I know. But your human self doesn't know, but your
My higher
self knows the answer, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your sister's first name?
Karina.
Okay.
It was like I call her Kitty.
Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of time and her to have something open up for you, and things will fall back into line. Your plan was an inspired one, so let the inspiration take root in a different form than perhaps you had in mind, and it will ideally come out even better. All right? Stay in contact with us so that we know that you're well, all right?
I will.
All right. Thank you. I'm glad we finally were able to connect. And we'll send the angels to assist you in finding proper housing. All right? Bye for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to come back to your questions on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And, of course, we'll visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube and answer those questions when we return right here on VCMG. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Isabel?
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Did you call me with your soul, or did you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here. And we are going to be answering some Facebook questions in just a moment, so be sure to put your questions up in the feed. I can't wait to get to all of you. And we are hosting a fabulous boot camp for all of you who are interested in growing your spiritual talents and your gifts. And so if you'd like to join us, tomorrow is our first day of our boot camp. Go to sarahspiritual.com and learn more about our spiritual boot camp class. We're going to go back to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. Hi to all my friends on Facebook. I can see everybody's gathering up their conversations here. And I ask that you share the page, share the light, share the love. And I'm going to go to Manisha. And Manisha's in Seattle. Manisha, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's really an interesting time for you because if something has to close, a door has to close, I really need you to let it be. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Right? It's time for you to let go of things that don't serve you. It's time to move yourself forward. There is a new opening and awakening coming for you. When I put you in the energy of November, December, January, you're making some plans to make some changes in your personal life, please.
Yes.
And these changes are something that you're planning to implement towards the end of the year into the new year?
Yes.
Thought of an idea, a move as well, please?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I see that.
It's like 1,000 right now.
Well, you know what? I'm tuned in, I'm tapped in, and the angels are with us. And you have the powerful energy of Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel is the angel who's going to bring you powerful, unconditional love and connection, and also assist you in some advancements of you being of service and helping others. You have a desire to help other people, Manisha?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
What is your question for us tonight?
I am actually calling on behalf of my partner.
Yes.
And the relationship is amazing.
Right.
I'm just very concerned about whether or not he's going to be okay. He's got a lot of emotional turmoil around him right now.
So what is his birthday? What is his birthday?
His birthday is 11/18/79.
Okay. Let me tune into that for you, please.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot of dissension around him. People are not handling things right around him as well. It's not just himself going through something. There's other things going on around him which are kind of sending him over the edge. Does this make sense to you, please?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
And when I look at this energy and I see this disruption around him, I also feel that not everybody who says they're for him or on track with him are on track. And so it's really hurting him to the core of who he is. And I also am made aware of a connection of someone who's passed around him, a male figure. Has his father passed, please?
Yes, he did.
Okay. His father is very much with him. I see that energy around him, and father's offering support. I feel like family is not a healthy experience for your partner right now. Is that true?
Not even a little.
Not even a little.
No.
So,
No.
we need to run. It's time to go, honey. We need to make the move. We need to make a transition. He has to take a step back. I understand there's obligation, commitment to family, but they are systematically kind of sucking the life out of him, and he's not able to function on his own, and it's robbing him of his joy, his finances, his peace of mind, his sleep, and even his health. We're having some difficulties in his blood pressure as well, please?
Yes.
Okay. Not a doctor can diagnose. This is just what they make me aware of in his energy, that it's out of whack. He needs to take a step back. He needs to let people take care of what they need to take care of. I feel like he's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, and I feel like he's trying to settle something, organize something, and everyone's against him. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He will be okay. He will be okay, but the two of you need to take a step back.
Okay.
And know that you're protected. Archangel Michael will be with you in this journey. And he actually has a really powerful spirit guide that's with him that has this very tribal warrior spirit energy. And
yes.
Why are you laughing?
That I'm laughing only because that is absolutely anybody who has ever met him. That's usually the word that they have used to describe him, is that as a warrior type.
Okay.
Individual.
All right. So his spirit guide, that energy, that essence that's kind of permeates through and blends into his essence that projects his energy out to others, that's the energy that people are seeing. But know that there is a for real spirit guide. That's a warrior that ain't messing around, honey. Okay? So we really want to be open to separating ourselves, not getting so anxious, because he's well protected, and he has to just let people figure some things out for themselves. He has to stop rescuing people.
Correct.
Yeah, he's not part of the puppy rescue squad anymore. All right?
Right. Yeah. And that's what I've told him. I'm just like, you have to focus on yourself, because unfortunately, he loves his family. He's had a very turbulent past.
Yes.
And he walked away from that, and but I feel like his family, and I don't want to be that person who's like, oh my God, family. But honestly, I feel like he has needed to separate himself from his family. And
he does.
We've been going back and forth about moving in together, because there had been some things that I was seeing, but I was like, on the other hand, that I know he needed to get away from. But then I was like, I don't know if we can make this move forward. Given the circumstances, I feel like if we don't make the move together, then he's going to stay stuck in that place.
He will stay stuck, and they will eat him alive.
Right. So,
okay. But I will say this. This is why I see the move. Okay? This is why I see this. Right. If I'm seeing it in the energy, and people ask me, how do you see, Sarah? Why do you use the word energy a lot? The word energy represents a frequency. The frequency is a superimposed picture in an energetic form that is a flash of light that gives me an idea or a picture of something that's coming up, right? So I see you packing your things, and I see you moving, and they flash up the calendar, and it's in the energy. And why is it in the energy? It's there for your taking. But everyone, please understand, you have free will. I can't tell you, hey, move in with him, because that's not my place to do. But I will tell you that it's available for you. In the asking, it is given. It is already available. It's ready to drop down for the two of you. And I feel like united we stand, divided we fall. And if our backs should ever be against the wall, we'll be together, right? That's a song. You really want to stay together on this and move yourselves in the direction of what you want. You're depriving yourself. The one thing, and I hope people really remember this, life is a journey of choices. You choose to love. You choose to show up for someone. You choose to warrior through a rough experience. Things happen to us. Sometimes things happen to us, and we may say, Manisha, that we didn't choose that. I didn't choose to have this terrible thing happen to me. Okay, not in the physical form that you are aware of, but in the energetic form, in your soul, there's a reason why this is happening. So at that point, you choose to show up and you choose to make choices to remove yourself from situations that don't work, or to heal or settle up something. And this is an opportunity for you to make that change.
Okay. And with that question for the move, because that was really has been a thing for us, do you see the energy of one we're possibly going to have? Because we've been looking for months now and so far have struck out. Do you see a timeline of when that happens for us?
For the move?
Yes.
Well, I feel like, I know we're looking, but I kind of feel like November is a time that we feel settled.
Okay.
Remember when I said I see towards the end of the year, coming into next year? So November, December, January, right? So actively look, and maybe you're striking out because you're not looking in the right place. Just trust that something else will present itself, all right?
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Sarah.
All right. Bye for now.
All right. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we're going to go to our friends on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to answer some of those questions because I feel we've got some interesting conversations going on there, and I can't wait to see what everyone's got going on their board of questions here. So we're going to pull up our Facebook and our YouTube questions as soon as they get that ready for me. And you can visit me in West Palm Beach at the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard. And we would love to meet you at West Palm Beach at my spiritual oasis, the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And while we're waiting for Facebook questions to come up, I'm going to just go to a call for this moment. I'm going to go to Angie. Angie's in Naples. Angie, how are you tonight?
Doing good, Sarah. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Angie. And I see around you a lot of powerful energy. Like I feel like you've been talking to your guides, talking to your angels, and really asking to make a shift, a change. And this year is really a journey of your soul and understanding the purpose of your life and your meaning, and connecting the dots as to why people leave and why people stay and who's who in your journey. What's your question for me tonight, Angie?
That was pretty much going to be my question, because I feel a lot of doors opening and closing, and I just want to make sure I stay on the right path. And I have been talking to them a lot in the last week, so that's crazy that you said that.
No, not crazy. It's just in the energy. But I'll tell you what, Angie, some days in our head we feel that song, everybody's talking at me. I don't hear what they're saying. Only the echoes of my mind. So sometimes we feel like that, right? Your mind is ready to explode, but you've already been there, done that. So now you're releasing it into the energy, and you're asking the divine to assist you. But you started to notice that people were acting weird. And you're like, wait a minute. I didn't think that they were like that. Wait a minute. I didn't think that this experience was all about that. Wait a minute. I didn't think that. And you're like, wait a minute. It's like you finally woke up, Angie.
Yep, I agree with that.
And now you're ready to look at people and say, all right, what do I have to change? What do I need to make a difference? Because you need to be true to yourself. This is a time to stand in your truth, stand in your wisdom, and know that when you stand in the essence of your heart and your truth, everything will come together. All right?
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thank you so much, Angie, for calling. We're getting ready to close out the first hour. I'm so glad we were able to kind of hit the nail on the head for you. We appreciate your following the show in Naples, Florida. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye for now.
I have goosebumps.
Good. I'm glad. Bye for now. 888-565-1470. When we come back from this commercial break, we're going to pull up our Facebook friends and our YouTube friends. We're going to see what's going on over there. My goodness, is it Mercury retrograde or something? What's happening? That's not till September. But I guess we've got this full moon pool, and it's pulling it all in, everyone. But time to release, let it go. Looking forward to joining you in our second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah when we come right back.
There's a light
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies is here. WWNN Pompano Beach, a VCMG live radio station. The new Oldies 95.3 and 96.9.
We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful 2 hours of life's questions and Spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
Content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions and to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in. 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can share the love and light.
And we are back here live on VCMG, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And as we move ourselves forward, we're going to go back to the phone lines, and we're going to continue answering questions, and we're going to pop into our friends on Facebook. They're getting that ready for us. We've got Robert in Boca. Robert, how are you tonight?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great, Robert. Good time for you. Belated happy birthday. I know you just had a birthday. Powerful
Thank
time
you.
for you. What's your question for us tonight?
My question is on health and career.
So first thing I was writing before you asked your question was I was writing a money sign. We're looking to increase the flow, yes. Making a shift in something in the career so that we can grow business. Is that true?
Maybe not business. Maybe I have a business now. Maybe work for somebody.
I see a shift, increasing more money. I see growth coming for you. So if making the transition from your own business to working for someone is going to bring you increase, then that may be the path for you, because there's a time of change here. When I look at where you are in the journey of your soul, this is a year that's meant to bring you into order and balance. And I feel as if you've been in a bit of a wobble for the past 10 months. Does that make sense to you? Things have been out of balance, yes?
Closer to 10 years. But yeah.
Okay.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. So we see the wobble, and it's time for change, all right? Because that is impacting health. That is impacting anxiety. That is impacting pressure and things in the physical body. That is impacting your sleep. And this is not how you want to feel. We want to feel like we used to. We want to feel good about the journey. We want to feel good about ourselves. And when I see this change coming for you, I see that in the month of September, there's this financial increase. So this is where you strive to make the connection that's going to assist you in landing something that's more, the word they give me is consistent, all right? That's going to bring you a journey of financial transformation. But in your business, we do not necessarily have to close it, do we, to do this? We can maintain something in business as well on the side?
I think so, but my heart is just not in it. Like, I'm thinking of a different career change.
Okay.
What
So-
do you see what that's like?
When you move yourself in September, something's going to line up for you that's going to give you an opportunity to connect with someone for work, for career. At that moment, you'll feel more inspired around that time, okay? So there's an inspired feeling that has to come over you to make you make the leap of faith because it's a totally different career, correct?
And I've been doing what I'm doing now for almost 35 years. That's why I'm so hesitant to leave it, because it's really all that I know.
It's all that you know.
No, I take that back. It's not all that I know.
Okay, it's all that you've been doing that's familiar, all right?
Yes. My passion is something else, and I wanted to turn that into possibly a career.
Okay. Follow your passion. There's a lot of creativity with you, Robert, that you need to follow through with. There's a lot of connection with people. You're very good with people. People like you. People trust you. It's something that needs to feel more fulfilling for you. But the day-to-day grind of business, there's a lot to hold it up. And that's also become very exhausting for you.
And working in 90-degree heat also.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
Doesn't help. So
No.
in this energy of your balance, when I step you into 2023, when I fast forward you into the month of April and May. This is where I find that things are going to be more creative, in a better flow. So if you choose to make the change, look for connections in September to kind of influence you, give you more confidence. And then as you build that confidence, you make the transition as you see fit to close things out. It's going to be a powerful time for you.
So September next month is going to be an awakening, kind of like I'm going
Right.
to have an opportunity.
Right.
And then April,
Network,
May is-
connect,
Yeah.
build your branches with people that are connected to things that make you feel good, that make you feel inspired, that bring you to the place that's in alignment with this new design for yourself. You're redesigning yourself, but you're recreating a part of your soul that just really was never able to be expressed because you got yourself up into the I need to succeed, I need to provide, I need to perform. This is what I do. This is what I know how to do. This is what works. And you learned the juggling act so well, part-time clown apparently, but you were able to juggle, and so now you're just tired of juggling.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay. And so now we want inspiration, and inspiration is going to come to you.
Okay.
All right?
One other little quick thing.
Yes.
What do you see for the world in the next 4 months? I know that's kind of a broad question, but do you have what comes to you, like what pops in your head?
Well, first thing I hear is I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. But because I don't see that happening, but I'd like to teach them to sing in harmony, there's going to be a lot of disharmony. There's going to be a lot of disruption. We're going to further delve down some rabbit holes that we are already in. Again, it is a financially difficult time in the world. This is going to heat up. There's also going to be some shifts and changes in availability, connections for things that we want. This is all going to heat up and amp up as things begin to try to find a better balance. But first, things are going to get a little crazy before they get better. That's the best way I could say it to you. In a broad sense, it's not a political statement. It is just a statement of things are coming to a head so that things can make a better change.
But it's almost an awakening, too, for the enlightened people, correct?
It is. If you look at it from an enlightened period, Robert, it's like some people want to stay in the energy and the matrix that they're caught in, and that's where they're going to stay. And other people are going to just kind of learn to trust and zoom into a higher frequency, and they're going to kind of build a new paradigm while everyone else is still kind of freaking out. So that's the only way I can say it to you.
Oh, okay. Well put.
All right. But thank you for your question. Great questioning, and be inspired because good things are coming for you.
Thank you very much. and
You're
bless
welcome.
You.
All right. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a question or two from Facebook and YouTube. Let's see what we've got going on there. We've got Steffi. Steffi's like, should I enroll in nursing school or healthcare informatics? Steffi, I don't see you doing the nursing and feeling happy. I think that your healthcare informatics would be a great addition to what you already are trained in, something that's going to benefit you. I feel like it's going to keep you in your role of details and administrative actions. It's going to help you. I would stick with something in healthcare, administrative, or informatics. Thank you, Steffi, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question from Facebook and YouTube. We've got Cindy Higgins. I started dating a great guy. So she gives me his name and she gives me his birthday and my birthday. So ready to be happy and just curious what you might see. Well, Cindy, your guy has been going through really big changes. And if I take you back to his life and I take you back to the energy of his life in 2013, this was a start of some major changes for him, Cindy. And now he's really put himself in a place where he's really ready for love. And you, my dear, you're right on target for love. This is your year of love and unconditional connection and commitment. He is an intense guy. His emotions run deep. He is very strong-willed, and the two of you will learn communication that allows each person to have their experience and connection and feel comfortable in the relationship. But this relationship is heating up, warming up nicely. Thanks, Cindy Higgins, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have on Facebook and YouTube tonight? We got Layla Rose, and she's like, I want to move back to Florida next year to finish my studies, and I'm so stressed about money and being alone and away from some of the people that are connected to her. Well, Layla, this is a time for you to get things in order so you can step into a new experience for yourself. And when I look at the experience, how I see it is I see you moving into this energy of an opportunity that comes to you that brings you great advancement, great transformation, and the money will fall into place. And when the money falls into place, you're going to find things coming together for you in the spring of next year. So hang on, stay where you are for now. Things will line up so that you could finish your studies. Don't rush to come back to Florida. Let it all line up, and then you'll be fine. Thank you, Layla Rose, for your Facebook question. We're going to go back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That's me, Sarah Spiritual. And if you'd like to learn more about me and my work, please go to sarahspiritual.com. And there you'll learn all about the products that I have, my location, a spiritual oasis in West Palm Beach, where you can do your shopping and pick up all of your wonderful things for your spiritual journey, as well as have an in-person session with me. But if you're not local, that's okay. You can visit me at sarahspiritual.com, and you and I can connect via phone or any form of video platform so that we can make our connection. Going back to the phone lines, I've got to go to Dwayne. Dwayne is in Texas. Dwayne, how's it going?
Hey, it's good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You are going through your awakening, your transformation. Angels are on board. Your guides are on board. And they've been ushering you to make changes so that you wouldn't feel stuck and trapped. Is that true?
That is true. And my question, well, I have several questions. How is that going from upstairs? Because I feel like it's going well. I've got through a lot of just dark times and just taken on a new attitude that everything that happens is an experience for connection and for forgiveness and for understanding without beating yourself up or being worried about things you can't control.
Exactly. And everything happens for a reason, right? So we need to settle, okay? We need to settle out and see what we have to settle out, settle in. They want you to feel settled. You know, sometimes you felt too frazzled and you couldn't think. And so you felt like you had to just pick up, go, run, right? And now they want you to be still. Be still, surrender, and know that God is in charge. And in that energy, Dwayne, you're going to find that you meet new people, new connections of people, new frequencies of spiritual experiences that are going to line you up, open you up. You're going to connect to spirit a little bit more. There's going to be a deeper connection there. I also see some writing. Are you journaling, writing, automatic writing? Are we connecting that way as well, please?
Well, yes and no. I need to write everything down. But yeah, all that stuff is being downloaded and streaming through me. When I speak to my friends and whatsoever, I end up being a mentor.
Yeah.
I know exactly what they're going to say before
Right.
they say it because I feel it.
Right.
And so our conversations are always just really invaluable. So it just lets me know that I'm on the right path.
You are on the right path.
Interesting thing what you just said about settlement. I'm actually about to start a new journey of holistic medicine school back out in California, and I'm really feeling great about that from my heart.
Yes.
So for me, that feels like settlement, and that feels like new people, that feels like a new journey, and that feels like a connection to my higher self and my mystic self.
Absolutely.
I want to share a quick story with you. This is about relating to the topic. So I was in Colorado. I was supposed to spend the month of July house sitting in Colorado on my journeys and everything. And we were, you've been assisting me on my journey. And we had an amazing talk back in June. Well, so I landed in Colorado. It's when I found out I wanted to go to school. But a Thursday night, I went to bed and I had a dream. And in this dream, my grandmother came to me. I didn't recognize her physical self, but I recognized the energy and the voice. And what she told me disturbed me because she told me that she was going to the other side. And I woke up from the dream at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was going to call my mom, and I was upset. And then I decided to go back to sleep. And Saturday, I called my mom the next day, and I got to talk to my grandmother, but she kind of wasn't there. So I was like, okay. So Saturday, I get a call from my mom saying that she transitioned. And from that call, I was just experienced just stillness. And two things kind of opened up from that call. Number one, I was touched that she reached me. And number two, I was touched that I listened. And within that listening, she reaffirmed that I do have that, we all do.
Correct.
If you listen and allow it in, you could channel the other side because they are there talking to you.
Right.
And they can reach you at any time. So for me, that was a really profound I don't want to say self-awareness, but I would say awakening.
Right, exactly.
That everything is going to be okay. And if I have any stuff in my head, it's basically television, Instagram, Facebook, it's the media, it's all this other noise.
Correct. Yeah.
That distracts us from the stillness that if we took a second to just, like you said in the beginning, to just quiet down, we could start breathing and understand that everything is okay. Everything is a lesson. A lot of the calls that you had before, I can relate to a lot of them, like the lady being homeless, the lady not having any money, or the one looking for jobs. But as you know, I've been through all that stuff, and I can still smile and understand the fact that this is a learning lesson.
Everything
it's not
is.
About what
Everything is doing, yeah. And let me just interject because I need to get to some other callers, but great share because it's so lined up with the fact that you were still. In the beginning of the show, I talked about being still and going into a state of peace and just finding that peace and then allowing them to communicate. So in your dream state, you were in a higher state of consciousness. Grandma's higher state of consciousness wanted to let you know that she was getting ready to transition, and you listened to the prompting and made sure that you had your physical connection with her again before she made that transition. So I say to you that everything happens just like that. And it doesn't have to be relatives telling us they're going to transition. It could be someone telling you something in your higher self that you hear that prompts you to call them. It could be someone, a guide or an angel saying, hey, what have you got to lose? Pick up the phone. See if they'll give you a scholarship for that school to make it easier for you, right? That's one of their suggestions. What scholarships, what grants, what programs are in place for you, Dwayne, so you can go to your holistic school and not have as much out of pocket, right? So look for those promptings. Yeah.
I can do that next year, but everything is, I'm good to go. If it is a concern, is about where I'm going to live, and how.
Not a concern. It'll open up perfectly, even if it looks a little bumpy, as we've experienced some of our callers. And I'll share with everybody listening, put out a prayer. If you have a plate of food on your table, put out a prayer. If you have a roof over your head, put out a prayer that all those who don't have what you have, that they find their way to that, because there's a lot of people who are going through things they have never gone through. And this is a time for us all to band together. For this moment, Dwayne, we are complete. I trust I've been of service to you. Good to reconnect with you. Thank you, as always, to listening to the show And I know that you follow us on all of our social media, so we appreciate that greatly.
I do. I'll be in talking with you later on, but have a good day. And
You too.
God bless everyone out there.
God bless you. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll be back on Facebook, back to YouTube, and of course, back to our phone lines. And I want to hear from you because we're tuning up to our guides and our angels, and as you can see, everybody's talking to us. So let's see what we've got for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful 2 hours of life's questions and Spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking with all of you all across the nation. Welcoming your calls at 888-565-1470 every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. We've been on national radio with all of you for over 13 years and 646 live shows, something like that. And we have been answering questions and guiding you through life. And some of you, thankfully, have had some changes and transformations because you are opening up, as our caller Dwayne was saying. It's time to open up and listen to your prompting and make those changes. We're going to go back to our phone lines, and we are going to go to Sarah. Sarah is in New York. Sarah, how are you tonight?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sarah. Good to connect with you again. This is the time where I feel like you want to line up your money, count your money, and get your money together. You're making some financial moves, something with career and work, please?
Yep, that was one of my questions for tonight.
Oh, great. So ask your question. What's your question about work and career?
I'm kind of at a standstill right now. A job opportunity that I thought was going to work out didn't, and that's okay. I'm just kind of, I don't want to say the word stuck, but I just don't know where to go from here.
Okay. Well, it's okay to say the word stuck because you're feeling this energy of nothing's moving, right? So there's this energy of stagnation. And from that stagnation, we need to fall into this energy of stillness. And in this energy of stillness, we need to go to contemplation. And in the contemplation, we need to contemplate what would we really love to do. I have a feeling that we're kind of trying to create. We are creating from the energy of what we need to do. This is what I need to do to survive. This is what I need to do to pay my bills. This is what I need to do to be an active participant in a relationship. You're doing everything based on what you need to do. I want you to step back, and I want Sarah to sit there and say, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to do? What would make me happy? And I want you to sit in the energy, and this is for anyone who wants to make a change. Sit in the energy, the feeling of the vision of what it would look like and feel like for you to be doing something that would make you happy. And that feeling creates this energy. This energy becomes a magnetic force. When I talk about energy, I am talking about the magnetic flow that is around us. It is either working for us or it is opposing us. When we think negative things, we bring negative things into our life, but it's opposing our movement forward. So where is stagnation coming from for you, Sarah? It's coming from something that's dissatisfactory in your life. So what is dissatisfactory? What is not working for you? What do you need to let go of so that you can stay in the feeling of what feels good? So if you said to me, Sarah, I would love to take shells off the beach and make necklaces, okay? And that feels good to me. Then I want you to envision yourself or even take upon that activity, since it's a simple activity, and feel that feeling. Now, are we going to build a business around making necklaces with shells? No, I don't see you doing that. But what I do see is the feeling of creating in the energy of the shell making of necklaces, putting together the connections of that activity, the peace that you feel, that peaceful, easy feeling that you get. That's what's going to move you in the direction of what is to come next. I feel like you're burnt out is what I feel. I feel like you've been trying to do a lot to help everyone else. And I feel like you feel as if you got left on a corner and you weren't prepared for life. And here you are not feeling prepared. And so you came out of need, which we have to build something so that you could sustain yourself. But now we need to drop down and say, okay, take a breath. I have an opportunity to create something new because what I thought was coming isn't coming. So what can I do? And think of those things, feel those things, and something new and fresh will come to you.
Okay.
All right.
That's incredible, because that's what I've been trying to do, is create my own little business and make stuff. So
good. Well, I don't know if you're making shell necklaces, but again, that feeling of making things will be very rewarding for you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it. God bless you. Bye for now.
You too. Thank you.
888-565-1470. We say thank you to Miss Sarah in New York. And from Sarah in New York, we're going to go to Palm Beach Gardens. I've got Jacqueline on the line. Jacqueline, how are you doing?
I'm good evening. Thank you.
Good to connect with you. Jacqueline, is this your first time calling us?
It absolutely is, and it's a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, my pleasure as well. And when I look at the energy, if I may say, where you are in this juncture is, take a deep breath. You've come a long way, baby. They're talking about balance, finding a better rhythm and balance for yourself. They're also making me aware of, they're taking me back to 2018, 2019. Was this a time of some shifts and changes that were a little difficult for you, Jacqueline, please?
Absolutely,
yes. And you're still on a level of feelings and things getting back in order. You're still kind of coming up from all of that. That also makes sense, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I feel like I'm just surviving.
Yeah.
You know, I have a great family. I've been at the same job, but
yeah,
I'm not from the States. I'm wondering, you know, literally and figuratively wondering where I should be to find some happiness and just to be back to, you know, career, finances, love, relationships, you know, all of the points that we all like to have, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you have to go back to the beginning. And when you go back to the beginning of your little girl dreams, what didn't connect? And you don't have to answer the question, but what I want you to reflect on is what didn't connect for you when you were trying to structure the life of your dreams, or what connected and then fell through and didn't live up to the expectation of what you imagined. Okay?
Right.
You're with me, right? You know where I'm going with this. So learning to trust yourself is going to be key. I see a lot of guard around you. I see walls up around you, Jacqueline. I feel like when you're going through the motions of the gerbil on the wheel, right? And you're going through everything, you're once again, similar to what I was saying to Sarah a moment ago, you were doing things out of need. This is what I need to do to provide, to survive, to connect.
Right.
Now you have to take a step back and literally say, it's my turn with no apologies, right? You've got to step into this energy of it's your turn, it's your time. This is something for you next. And the change you want to make is a new beginning, a fresh start. And we need to take you out of the box and out of the routine. And getting out of the box and getting out of the routine is an March, April, May thing of 2023. So you may choose to stay in this circle or rut, I shall say, for a little longer, because you're going to be getting ready to make a change. And we have to see ourselves, where would we feel happy? I feel like you feel trapped in a level. Does that make sense? Okay.
I do.
And I feel like financially you're not getting paid what you're worth anyhow, so you might as well go create your own thing. Because if no one's going to do for you what you need to do, you are a woman who can get her done. If anybody can get her done, it's you, honey.
Thank you.
All right? So visualization, creation, and healing your own little girl who really is kind of stuck in trying to meet the expectations and overcome criticism of others. Does that make sense to you?
I do. It does.
Okay. Go ahead.
What do you see? Do you think that I'm in the right place literally in terms of being in Florida?
I do feel like there's a move coming, and that's something you decide in that March, April, May time of next year. Like that's when we get you, the Jack in the Box comes out of the box.
Okay.
And pop goes the weasel, or pop goes Jacqueline.
Yeah, I'd love to have her back.
Yes. Go ahead.
So until then, I mean, how do I balance this sense of being trapped and just surviving?
Great questioning. Thank you so much for that. So this statement of surviving, the statement of need, this statement of the feeling of not having freedom and choice, right?
Yeah.
So in this moment of now, and this is really what you'll say, and know that this is all recorded, it'll be on YouTube and Facebook. In this moment of now, I, Jacqueline, am the woman who is free to choose, free to create. And in this moment of now, I'm aligning myself with new opportunities that have a fresh new feel. And I am aware of connection of the divine because I am choosing to live an inspired life as opposed to a life of necessity, need, and routine. So I'm releasing routine and I'm open to a free-flowing experience. And in that free-flowing experience, I allow myself to just be. And in the just being of the moment of now, in the moment of peace that I sit and I'm still, while I'm going through the motions in the physical world, I choose to tune into my higher self. My higher self says, I am connected to the divine. Therefore, I will spend more time in the knowing that I'm connected to the divine, then the acknowledgement that I'm feeling trapped. And I'm going to release the energy of feeling trapped, and I'm going to cut myself away from the bondage that I've created from conditioned beliefs that were brought to me from childhood that I'm carrying on in a generational story that is no longer my story. And as I'm no longer in this story, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to allow myself to feel inspired in new ideas. And I'm going to daydream and fantasize, just like when I was a little girl. I'm going to open up the map and I'm going to see where might I like to live. And I'm going to look at pictures and I'm going to think about what I'd like to do in that beautiful paradise that I go to next. And what does it look like and what do I feel? I'm going to release the beliefs and the thoughts of relationships being difficult and hard and not being able to trust. And I'm going to learn to trust myself and know that as I heal myself, I attract an equal vibrationally matched healed partner who's going to support me. And we're going to be in this energy of love. And love and commitment and transformation is going to take place in my life because I am the woman who is creating a new divine experience for myself. That's what you focus on. And as you focus on those feelings and that energy and that intention, as you do that, Jacqueline, what's going to happen is you're going to have things cross your path that you're like, wow, I think I'd like to do this, or wow, I think I'd like to live here. Wow, you know what? I don't have to put up with this at work anymore. I'm just going to just ignore this and I'll let them do them because I'm doing me. There's going to be a detachment of things that bring you down and a pull to the things that enlighten you and uplift you.
Do you see any somebody or something that will
facilitate this?
Facilitate it might be a word. That's a great word. I love that word. But I think what I'm asking is I feel very alone, and I'm not alone, but I feel lonely. You know what I mean?
Something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. The air is blowing, and someone great is coming. Okay.
And how do I just trust the universe that that's going to happen?
Please trust the universe that that's going to happen. I see it in the energy. It's ready to drop down. You just have to be there for the choosing. Now, you may wonder, well, do I have to wait for that to happen here, or do I have to move to make that happen? That's the human mind, monkey mind being busy. Jacqueline, I would love to have a personal session with you. Go to my website, sarahspiritual.com. Check it out. One of the things I would really love to do with you is our soul integration and integrate your little girl, because she shows up 150%, and the people she's attracted in work and personal experiences, they haven't really shown up for you. And we need to kind of create a different dynamic within self and bring your little girl home to you, because she's trapped in a memory, in an early childhood memory where she didn't feel like she could trust something.
Right.
Okay? So I would love to do that. Check out my website. When the time is right for you, I know that we will connect and focus on what you'd like to create. Go back to the Facebook feed, figure you would connect into at the 7:35 mark, somewhere around there. And you can kind of jot down some of the things I've said for you to say to yourself, add to it, and let that become your mantra, and watch your energy change. Jacqueline, absolute pleasure connecting with you tonight.
My pleasure. It's all my pleasure, and I will see you in person soon.
I look forward to that. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you.
888-565-1470. And I think I got to pop on to another commercial. And then when we come back, we're going to go back to our phone lines. And from wonderful callers, we're going to go to Philadelphia as soon as we come back. So stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your
And we are back here live, and we are answering your questions at 888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to our phone lines, and I've got Faith, and Faith is in Philadelphia. Faith, how are you tonight?
I am doing well, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to connect with you. Is this your first time calling us?
Actually, no. I have called twice before.
Thank you so much for remembering us. We appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm not sure why there's some feedback because I don't have anything on in the background, but
well,
I hope that's okay.
We will work with that. I'm sure we'll be fine. So
yes.
Let me tune in here for you. The first thing that I am made aware of is this is really a time for you to outline a new plan for yourself. You're trying to kind of devise the next 5 to 10 year plan for yourself. Is there a thought and idea as to which way do I go now? Is that true?
Absolutely, yes. And that's why I was calling. And those are my exact words that I was going to use.
Where do I go? Where do I go, right? So looking at this energy.
Starting to go back to work because I haven't been working.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm taking the steps to do that. And I just want to make sure, well, not even to make sure, I just wanted to get some feedback on the whole aspect of what I'm doing. And if there's anything that I can avoid so I don't fall into the same situations that I've been in before.
Right. So let me address that for you. Okay. Let me just cut it right there for a minute because I really want to talk about the patterns. And there's been conflicts, right? We've had work conflicts. They've proven to be detrimental to you. They've taken you off track. they disrupt you, and then you suddenly feel like you've got to leave something because you don't feel like you're in a good place, or something happens that things just kind of shut down. So there's conflict. And so the common denominator, Faith, is you. So that doesn't mean it's your fault, but we need to get out of the thought and the belief and the feeling that everywhere I go, I have this trap, right? It's kind of like what you heard me saying to a lot of the other callers tonight. We've got to let go of the traps. We've got to let go of the bondage and the thoughts and the limited conditions. And we need to focus the feeling of going back to work and aligning it with something that was fun, pleasurable, joyful, financially rewarding, had good camaraderie and connection with coworkers and people, so that you are focusing more on that than, oh, I hope I don't attract another one of those experiences that are disruptive for me. Because if you focus on that, I promise you that is what you're going to connect to. So I want you to think of times, and even if it's not work-related, think of times that you felt really connected with people and things went smoothly. Are you doing something in healthcare, Faith?
Actually, I am trying. I just took an exam and applied for a producer's license to sell health insurance.
Health insurance, because I'm seeing something with health. So it's not health care, but it's health insurance.
Right.
This is something that would be very good for you because you have a great, strong connection with people. People like you. People trust you. And it's something that you can do kind of independently on your own. And you don't have to do projects with other people. That's where things kind of went awry with you, when people would start to feel this energy of like a negative energy or jealousy, and you'd run into confidence battles, right? People feeling your confidence was too high for them. They felt intimidated, right? In the meantime, you were feeling like you just want to blend in and fit. So this health insurance will be a great opportunity for you. There's a great alignment. You have a company you want to align with to work for, because I see you aligning with a company.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on my approval for the license.
Okay. So when all this falls into place, things go together beautifully. It is a great way to build some financial momentum for you and still give you flexibility to do something else on the side, that's some type of work or business that you will enjoy.
Okay.
Because I feel like we don't want to keep all our eggs in one basket, because we've been there, done that already, right?
Yep.
We don't want to do that. Yep. And so now we want to be the director, and we have this 10-year plan, and we want everything to be together. Yes?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And when I move you in the direction of what you want to create, I want you to trust that everything's going to work out for you beautifully.
Thank you.
And Faith, just know this, that friendships and partnerships always have to reflect an energy of authenticity, transparency, connection. And when they don't, you're not wrong for walking away. They wanted me to say that to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
It does. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, Faith.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. Bye for now.
Thank you, you too.
Yes.
Bye for now. Bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go to Deerfield Beach. I've got Margaret on the line. Margaret, how are you doing tonight?
Okay, I need your help.
Yes.
About my daughter.
Yes.
That she's ill. And I want to see what you think, how I can help her or we can help her.
And Margaret, what is her birthday again, please? I know we've spoken of her.
Birthday, yes. Her birthday is 11/22/56.
Okay. And was she supposed to go to another doctor or specialist, please?
Well, she's in therapy now.
Okay.
At this physical therapy place, which is doing a lot for her, because she had a brain tumor and it was cancer, and they operated.
Correct. But just let's stay with what I'm with here from Spirit. Is there another specialist or somebody else who's supposed to consult or work with her to further her along so that she can resume normal living?
Well, they've been doing this at the center there. That she's been doing very well. She's been improving and everything.
Right.
And just 5 days or 6 days ago, they said that she had the virus, the COVID virus. And I think it started on Friday or Saturday of last week. And every time I called the hospital to talk to the nurse on duty, she was telling me that she didn't have temperature and she was doing good. And the only thing was she had a slight cough and she was improving.
Okay.
And then today I get this call from this doctor. I couldn't really understand him too well, but he was kind of saying that there wasn't much that they could do for her. And they would keep her there, and keep her comfortable. But he didn't, he was hard to understand. And I really want to talk to the nurse again tomorrow morning.
Yes.
He said I could call and see what the nurse has to say.
Well, when she has, they can only do so much, and then the body's got to do the rest.
Right.
And so that's what I feel he's saying. They have to just keep her
comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable, and make sure no fever spikes. Make sure the cough doesn't turn into something more seriously, and that's what they're talking about, and that this is something that's supposed to pass for her. Okay,
that's what I was assuming.
Right.
They were telling me all along until this doctor this morning was saying that he felt that there wasn't much that they could do because of the tumor.
Okay, but she was doing well, and
she was making such a comeback.
And so just allow that. Don't let that to put fear in you. Okay? It's your daughter's choice. They are getting ready to wave me off the show, Margaret, but we are going to let you know that the angels will be with your daughter. Archangel Raphael's the healing angel, and talk to the nurse, and you'll get a clearer understanding. Of course, she's had a difficult time because of this tumor. We understand that. And it may have shortened the path of life and some of the quality. And he may just be being very black and white, cut and dry, just reiterating that. And so you'll look for clarification from the nurse that it's just, there's only so much we can do so that she can have some better quality of life and make a comeback, but it may not be what we want. You get more clarity, all right?
Yes.
All right, Margaret. I'm sorry, but we do have to pop off. But know that we're with you in spirit. Thank you. I know you listen every week, and I know you've called, and we've spoken of your daughter, and so we send the angels with you.
Can I just ask you one other thing? I have, a lung condition, but otherwise I'm fine.
Yes.
And I didn't know whether to go up there
Margaret,
or not.
the show's about to end at this moment. If your daughter's sick, they won't let you see her because of her COVID. So you stay in good health. And then in a short time, you can make that trip. But right now, you've got to stay undercover, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Margaret. God bless you. Yes, and pray to the angels.
Okay.
As we all will pray, and we'll all send the angels around your daughter, Margaret. God bless you. Bye for now.
I'll get back to you.
Yes. And everyone, thank you so much for listening here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Our prayers go out to all of you. We've heard some heart-wrenching stories of people who are truly, truly struggling. But we've all had our moments, so we're going to all rise above. Know the angels and guides are listening. Our loved ones are with us. And trust there's a divine power that's always working in our favor. Good night. God bless you. I am Sarah Spiritual.
That opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answers your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.